Hey guys, welcome to 54 Nights RV. I'm Chris.
I'm Terry.
You sure? This is our trip to El Malpais National Monument in New Mexico, just south of Grants, New Mexico, which is just west of Albuquerque, which is west of Amarillo, which is west of Oklahoma City, which is
West of Virginia.
yeah, and north of Orlando. This right here, it's Sandstone Bluffs, just outside of where we camped for 3 nights, I believe we were there. It was a boondocking spot, National Forest Joel Skeen campground. It was free. Actually had a picnic table and a canopy over the picnic table. No hookups, but beautiful, beautiful place. And middle of May, you couldn't have asked for better weather to be stuck without any electricity or anything. But this is overlooking the lava fields there at El Malpais at the Sandstone Bluffs. There was just there's more than just a couple of days worth of things to do out there. These bluffs, every time I was looking online, somebody would mention them. You just have to go there. You have to go there, and I mean, the view was outstanding. Looking over the where all the lava rock is in the national monument there, and really we didn't spend enough time there. Probably get some good pictures, photographs there at sunset. We may have spent 15-20 minutes there. Probably could have spent another hour just kind of wandering around, sitting back and enjoying the view. This is a national monument. It's not a national park. The difference between the two is just who called which what. The president gets to designate national monuments. Congress is the ones that make them national parks, and I'm sure there's funding involved. How much money they get? Quit looking at me. You're making me nervous. But I mean, really, the signage and the brochures you get and the visitor center, it was really up to snuff with some of the national parks we've been to. Not very much traffic. Of course, we were kind of in the shoulder season there about mid-May. This was one of 3 areas, I guess 4 areas we went to, and there were, I don't know, 2 or 3 hiking trails that we just didn't have time to hit. It's a very relaxing stay. The campground itself was quiet. Don't really want to take your dogs with you on some of these trails because unless you got sneakers for them. If you got little doggy tennis shoes, you might be able to take them with you. I'm not buying tennis shoes. Your dogs don't get Reeboks. The basalt, the lava rock, is really rough on the feet. And we could tell that on. There was one, the lava tubes trail. The dogs came partially down it with us because we had them in the car when we were taking the little Subaru into places your Honda won't go.
You're going to get letters.
Yeah, they don't know my address. I'll just get troll comments.
Yeah.
I like troll comments. You made me get lost.
The lava. And we went in May, but it's probably going to get pretty hot too on their feet if you go in a later part of the year. So it's rough and potentially hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets a little warm in New Mexico. I don't know.
It's a desert thing.
Yeah, silly little weather thing going on out there. I don't know. But mid-May, wow, it was gorgeous. We didn't even doing our workouts outside of the camper. We didn't feel like we needed AC when we got done and got back inside. It was just beautiful weather, and the sky is just gorgeous here. I think at this little area, the parking lot maybe had 5 or 6 cars in it, and as you can see, there's not very many people out there. Over on those ridge off to the right is where the campground was, if I got my bearings right.
The campground was nice. It had a covered picnic table, and I mean, we're kind of new to the boondocking. I mean, we've done a lot of state and national forests, and the boondocking thing is kind of new to us, but I mean, I would assume it was pretty well developed for a boondocking campground.
Getting in and out of it might be a little tricky. If you think it's all stays, if you check out all stays, a couple of the comments will say anything over a 35 foot, you might not want to go there. Our motorhome is 2 inches short of 35, and when we got there, we disconnected the Subaru, and did we leave the hitch on, or did I pull it off? I think we pulled the tow bar totally off and stuck it in the back of the Subaru.
But then there wasn't much problem.
Yeah, it's what it is a dried out creek bed. So, you know, you can get down in it nice and easy, but when you come up, the tail end of your RV is going to want to hit the downslope on the entrance into that. And if you're much longer than 35 foot, you might be dragging the tail of your RV. Honestly, I saw a fifth wheel up in there, but honestly, I don't know how that works. I've never pulled a fifth wheel, so you know, maybe it's not an issue. But if you got a rig small enough to get back in there, it's out of the way. You actually overlook the highway that goes south off I-40 there, but you don't hear any traffic noise.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that is there's not a whole lot of traffic on that highway, but
well, you can't see the highway. You got to walk to the back of your campsite quite a ways to get to the overlook where you can see the highway. It's quiet. At least it was quiet in May.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you get a bunch of Harleys like what just went by here. Yeah, this was well worth the stop. Malpais National Monument it's well worth the stop. I mean, the visitor center is just right there off the interstate, off I-40. As a matter of fact, I think it used to be a state of New Mexico visitor center, and kind of New Mexico visitor center / National Monument visitor center. But this right here is the hike to La Ventana Arch. As you could probably take, look, I believe you could take a motorized scooter up this whole trail without any issues. The sign there says that it's you got to be careful because it's rugged terrain ahead and blah blah blah. Now, it's not all paved like this, but
that's it right there. You can see it from here.
You can see the arch right there.
Your 3-year-old could do this trail on foot, no problem.
And even your wife. It's actually pretty cool. What? It's a pretty cool arch. You see it right off the highway. It was south of where we were set up at. We were the only ones there that morning. We went there. It wasn't early morning because early mornings don't work out with her, but it's probably 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's early.
See, it's about lunchtime for me. As you see there, that gravel right there, that's pretty much what the trail is. Where they got that rugged terrain at, I'm guessing at the end of this trail, when you get just below the arch, there's a rail fence, and I'm guessing the trail used to go up to the arch itself. But with a lot of these arches, some of the bottom pieces will fall off, and maybe it was just delicate enough that they decided to stop letting people up that far into the arch, just so nobody gets smushed. And we tend to abide by whatever rules the National Park Service or Forest Service puts in place. Are there for a reason. Either it's to protect you or to protect the environment, and either one I'm okay with.
So we didn't go past that fence.
Yeah, we didn't go past that fence. We kind of wanted to.
But we were good.
We were good this time.
We're always good.
Yeah, this little gravel trail just winds through those pinions, and it's like I said, mid-May. Man, you just couldn't ask for better weather to be walking around out in central New Mexico. We spent, let's see, went to the bluffs, did this short little walk. I can't really call it a hike. It's almost like an overlook at any other national park where you walk, maybe 2/10 of a mile to take a look at a waterfall or something. I mean, this was probably about like 2/10 of a mile. And I think I mentioned earlier, we took the Subaru off on a unmaintained county road that turned into a trail with a little Jeep sign in front of it. We went down it anyway, and Subaru's not quite a Jeep, but it held its own.
There's no GPS out there. You do that, make sure you've got a full tank of gas, maybe a jug of water just in case.
Yeah, no, we were on that road for 3 or 4 hours.
Not another soul in sight.
Yeah, we got harassed by a herd of cattle. Cattle see a vehicle coming and they immediately think food. We had to kind of go off-road to get around them. But that trail led to the lava tubes trail, which was pretty cool. Lava tubes are really cool. You have to have a permit to go inside the tubes. It's free. I mean, you just go in there and you can get one, but you do have to have a permit to go spelunking in the lava tubes. It'd be fun. I'd kind of like to stop by there again on one of our treks out west and spend another couple of days doing something else. Right here's the end of the trail. As you can see, that rail fence right there. And it really does look like the trail used to continue on up in there. But unfortunately it was blocked off, and we tend to follow the rules just 'cause. But it's a short hike. I mean, I think most anybody could do it, but and there she is. This is just part one of our trip to El Malpais. The second one is Lava Falls Trail that we took, and it's about a 45-minute, an hour long trail. Pretty interesting sights to see along that trail. Just seeing how the lava worked and all that. But that be that. Thanks for watching. Hope stick around, see some of our future videos. Like it, subscribe, all that YouTube jibber jabber. And we'll see you next time. Quit smiling at me.